Continuing with our study of angles, I was making the point in the earlier video that let's get rid of this line. Let's use another line. So we have an original line there, a horizontal line, and we draw a line from the point there. So those two lines meet at a point. Now when I move the line, it rotates around that point. So we can say the amount of rotation or turning, I'm turning the line, they are in alignment with each other. I'm turning the line, so the movement of the arm measures the amount of turn of the line or the rotation. Note when I come all the way around here, I can make a complete rotation. Now that complete rotation is 360 degrees. So the distance from the arm, this arm from the next arm, measures the angle or the amount of rotation or the amount of turn. And we use this instrument to measure the amount of turn. So the amount of turn of that line is 18 degrees. In other words, we've turned this arm, or we've rotated this arm 30 degrees away from the horizontal arm. So that's the idea of an angle. Now the next thing we want to remind ourselves is, how do you write angles? Let's come back and use that. Let's measure that angle again. And we note it says here 17.8 degrees. In other words, angles are measured in degrees. 17.8 degrees. This circle here is a symbol for degrees. And you note where it is. It's the right hand corner, the top right hand corner of the number. And this symbol here replaces the word degrees. I could have written 17.8 degrees. But instead of writing degrees, I merely have to write the symbol 17.8 degrees. So we can measure an angle as a fraction of a revolution. This line here represents a fraction. Okay, let's get rid of it. Draw another line from that point. That line there, we can measure an angle as a fraction of a revolution. If we were to measure that angle, the angle formed by those two arms or those two lines, it would be 137.5 degrees. 137.5 degrees. Now why do I go through all of this? Because we'll apply this knowledge to our understanding of Earth geometry. Because Earth geometry, we'll have to use a sphere And if we were to draw a sphere around that point, and then draw a line from that point draw a line from here, there, and another line from there, there. We can end up drawing the cardinal points of a compass. And then we can measure the angles from here to there, from there to there, and so on. And these positions would be north, south, east, and west.